Yo, welcome back to a new video. From the release of this video, chapter 298 is now officially out, and yo, this chapter is amazing. Be sure to support the official release and read it over on mangaplus.com to help support Black Clover. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, notifications on, because this week is really going to be insane with a lot of videos coming out this week. So please be sure to hit the like button, and with that being said, let's just jump straight into the chapter breakdown. Alright, jumping straight into it. Remember, this is the chapter breakdown after the official release of the chapter. And yo, this week, man, holy shit. Wow. I knew this arc was called The Beginning of Hope and Despair. So it was obvious. Noelle activates Saint Spirit Dive. She absolutely annihilates Vanica in 30 seconds. So when we saw that, I was like, hold up. I'm starting to get memories of what this arc is about. And this arc really is about hope and despair. That is just the way this arc has been set up. Really does make me question what future arcs are going to be like. Because if it's just like this constantly hope and despair repeated, then I guess that would be a little bit predictable, a little bit boring. So I really do hope Tabata switches the name of the arc after this arc. But as you know, the beginning of hope and despair, the hope that Noelle had when she Saint Spirit Dive annihilated Vanica, and the despair when Megicula finally awakened. And boy, oh boy, did she awaken. And as most of you know, the chapter ended all with "You have lost." Noelle falling on the floor. Now, going straight from this point, a lot of people think, well, that's her spirit dive, right? Well, Noelle's now has ultimate magic. She's going to be able to use ultimate sea dragon roar, and it's gonna be hope again. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. But listen here, yeah. Spirit dive, we know, uses a lot of mana. When Yuno runs out of spirit dive, like, that's a lot of mana. So just like Yuno, I believe when Noelle's spirit dive is finished, that is her whole mana. The fact that she doesn't know how to use spirit dive perfectly yet, it drains her mana a lot, and this is why she only had 60 seconds. And by the end of the chapter, she is now out. It's over. She's gone. Her mana reserves are finished. So I don't believe we are going to see Noelle's ultimate magic this arc. Though who knows? Tabata is a wild man. He's literally mad. He's insane. He could literally have Noelle stand up next chapter, ultimate sea dragon roar, and that could be that. But I highly doubt we're going to see ultimate magic this arc. But I do believe Noelle is going to be able to use ultimate magic in the future. Now, going into the middle of the chapter, the one thing I want to focus on is Lolo Pichica now being able to use demon water magic. Holy shit. I've been waiting to see more demon magic for a very long time. If Tabata introduces the concept, it's obvious we're going to see more of that concept in the future. And the first time we saw demon magic was with Potterhue's demon light magic, and the magic was black. Now that looked really cool. So I always expected for Tabata to keep up this and make demon water magic black, but it looks like the hydras are white, though this could just be the manga, since the manga is black and white, and black just wouldn't have looked cool. So the anime might actually make her black. But the main thing that's important is, once again, a human being turned into a demon, being able to use demon magic, that concept is back. For those of you that don't know, I've made a video, tons and tons of video, on Yuno's new powers that he's going to achieve this arc. Once he learns the fate of his family, like sees more of his family, once we see Zenon kill Yuno's mom in front of his eye, and then we see William die in front of his eye, I've been long predicting that the concept that was introduced, that a 4-leaf Grimoire turns into a 5-leaf, is going to happen with Yuno, and Yuno's going to go batshit crazy and use demon wind magic. If you have demon water magic and you have demon light magic, you need the 3. Tabata likes to work in 3s: dark triad, light triad, basically freeze. And the third one, demon wind magic, but we'll save that for a future Una video, so be sure to subscribe. But the thing to actually focusing on Megicula said, I merely messed around a bit with the curse, turning her into a devil. I figured I'd help her make some more pleasant memories before she soon dies. I did mention this in my chapter review, but the fact that Megicula can literally turn a human into a devil is insane. And now that she actually looks like a devil, she has the devilish ears and she has the horns, the question remains, can she go back? And that's the problem. Asta uses Weg with his demon Libe, and he transforms into his half-devil form, but he's able to go back. The only other person that uses Weg magic that isn't able to go back is Nero, using forbidden magic without a devil. Remember, the Dark Triad use it with a devil, but Nero used forbidden magic without a devil, and her horns became permanent. Now, Megicula says, I merely messed around a bit with the curse, turning her into a devil, which means even if her mind is regained and she regains control of her brain, which I believe is going to happen somehow with Gordon or maybe Gaja, I don't believe she's going to regain her human form, which means Lolopechika, if she survives, I believe is going to keep this devil form, because that is forbidden magic, just like how Nero has the permanent wing. She's using forbidden magic without a devil host. So I believe Lolopechika is going to be this strong, and of course she's going to be absolutely mad, but now she has attack spells in the form of demon water magic, so she's going to be insanely strong once she regains her mind. Keep that in mind. I don't believe Lolopechika is going to go back into her human form. Jumping into one of the major things I want to talk about is Gaja. Obviously, the chapter, seconds before it ends with Gaja being impaled. A lot of people think Gaja is going to survive, but let's look at the facts here. Yuno survived getting impaled, but that was a very, very thin sword. The only other person we've seen impaled like this is Lysida. Now, Lysida didn't survive, and I genuinely believe Gaja is not going to survive. With the chapter ending on Megicula claiming you have all lost, I believe it is finally time. We need to see Gordon, Noelle, and Dorothy in upcoming chapter 299. Now, 299 is the chapter before 300. Now, I'll leave this for the prediction on what I think is going to happen, but the last time Noelle appeared was and used a super cool spell was chapter 199, when he appeared versus Patry. And now Noelle is going to appear 100 chapters later in chapter 299. It's kind of interesting how Tabata links these all up. He also did it recently, so be sure to subscribe, notifications on, for a future video where I tell you every single link that Yuki Tabata has done. The man is actually a madman. But that is basically it for the chapter. Not else much happened this chapter. This chapter was 8 pages, which is very, very low for a weekly Shonen Jump title, but obviously Tabata has been working hard recently. A lot of color pages, a lot of cover pages. There is going to be a break for chapter 300 and chapter 302. So next week's chapter is the final chapter before a break. I'm excited to see what happens. If you are too, guys, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, notifications on. Thank you for supporting the videos. Peace!